Hey guys, it's your girl, Mrs. Reserve Goddess. Checking in with my girl, Complex Angel.
Hey y'all.
So give everyone a synopsis of who you are and what you do.
So my name is Complex Angel. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. I moved here back in July 2017 just to start my degree in social work. I have a book out right now called No Apologies. It's been out since June. And it's about my abusive relationship that I was actually in when I was transitioning to Philly to start a new start. And I wrote it from an addiction perspective to educate people who've never been in a domestic violence relationship why women stay or why men stay. Because let's just be honest, men get abused too. So
Your abuser.
Mm-hmm.
How was he? How was he in the beginning towards you?
Oh, of course, you already know. Really nice. We went to school together. Actually,
Okay.
I could come down the week of 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Came down to visit, and the rest was history.
So you stood here. You stood in Philadelphia.
Yeah, pretty much.
I started noticing signs, or did you not notice signs in the beginning?
Honestly, that's a good question. In the beginning, I noticed that he was like on the phone, like he was a sweetheart. A narcissist, one thing about them, they can feel when you're slipping away. And they know your weaknesses and they know how to pull you back in. They study you. And that's exactly what he did.
Where did he hit you at first? Or was it a side?
He choked me the first time.
He choked you.
He choked
Okay.
me. It was the Sunday.
Was he working?
No.
So he didn't have a job?
No.
So where was y'all living at?
We lived with his stepmom. His dad had passed, so he lived with his stepmom. We lived in a 3-bedroom row home.
So when did the abuse become more intense for you?
Honestly, the second time I went back, it got worse. And basically, it was a girl from my job. Did not really know her. You know, we talked every now and then. I was real quiet after the first time he put his hands on me. I was staying with her when he reached back out. This was like after the first time when I left. So, you know, he was just reaching out and basically telling me like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Never really had that in relationships before. Mm-hmm. It was always me fighting for relationships. So when he was doing it, it's like when you don't have something that you never had before, you easily suppress the abuse. Mm-hmm. And, you know, especially if you seen it in your childhood, you know, from your parents and stuff like that, you think it's normal. So I'm like, okay, he choked me. I'm just going to, you know, work on not making him mad so much. This is the deflecting stage where I'm starting to think that it's me. So the second time, it was worse. Through my forehead, I remember having a knot. Threw my keys up in the tree so I couldn't leave. It was horrible that night. Very horrible.
It got intense.
Yes, it got really intense. Like, it went from outside up to his room, in the kitchen. Like, my face got stomped again. That second time I had pressed charges.
You pressed charges?
I pressed charges. His older brother had actually convinced me to, but his family ended up bailing him out. And, like, pretty much he kept, like, he just knew, like, to say the right things again.
And you went back?
Yes. And it's like, the thing about it, I knew that I was addicted to him, because when I got away, he was all I could think about. Like, a deep sadness would come over me. And we created a trauma bond. Like, you know, he told me he lost his dad, I lost my mom. You know, he was telling me that the addiction came because he lost his dad. So I was really trying to, like, when I love hard. So I was just really trying to be everything for him, and I was self-destructing. After I left, calls did not stop.
He still kept bothering you.
Mm-hmm. And it's like that mental connection was still there. So I pretty much was still answering, because I'm like, okay, he doesn't know where I live at, but he knows where I work.
So you were trying to make justification.
I was trying to, like, keep the drama down. I still had that fear. And basically it resulted like in a restraining order. Me having to get a restraining order, pretty much. Blocked his number. He was calling private, like, back to back 45 times, leaving voicemails. If you don't answer, I'm coming to your job. I had to call T-Mobile and ask them, how do you block a number entirely? I had to get it blocked. And pretty much he started having people send messages through, like, he would screenshot his messages and say, send it to her. And that's when I realized, like, okay, this is a crazy that I can't deal with no more. Like, I just can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to respect my peace of mind. And I got the restraining order. And He reached out after that because the book was out. I was just getting my peace of mind because I had anxiety when I was with him. Like, I couldn't breathe. Like, if I got double text, it was like, what is it now? You know what I'm saying?
Did he make you scared?
I was very scared. I was very scared of him, especially when he would get mad because it was an anger that I've never seen before.
Wow, that sounds really scary to be in.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know why, but we subconsciously, when you don't grow up with a dad, you subconsciously try to find him in a man. And it's like
everyone.
Yeah, yes, speak it again. And it's like he provided, like, he cooked home-cooked meals. He introduced me to more music. So it was so hard to, like, really snap away from that. And it's like, I don't know if you know what that oxytocin feeling is, like that cuddling feeling. Yeah. I was just like focused on all the good things. Like, no, we can make the what's the name better. I'm gonna just keep working on me.
You thought it was you.
Yep.
You thought, like, if I be a better person, if I be a better girlfriend, a better person.
Mm-hmm. So
you just took responsibility.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And honestly, like,
emotional abusive, was he?
Oh yeah, like he would always blame me, like, why are you doing this to me? You're like, whenever he would yell, it's like, you're embarrassing me, you're making me embarrass myself in front of the neighbors. He was very emotionally abusive. He always critiqued me a lot. If I was quiet during arguments, it was a problem. Like, there was times where we'd be driving and, like, he would slam on the brakes, just like, kind of like get my attention, like, I'm fucking talking to you. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I was always on edge.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So you never could be, even though he was your protector in a sense, he also made you feel scared. The same token.
No, sorry, it was embarrassing. Wow. I basically was at a point where I only went to work and went home. I didn't answer the phone a lot. I didn't talk to my family. Only time I would talk to them is while I'm going to work or coming home from work.
So he isolated you.
Mm-hmm. When I first wrote the book, in my mind it was 3 times. But after going to these meetings and stuff, like, when you go through so much trauma, you suppress stuff. Talking to her, I'm like, wait, that did happen. More stuff started coming to the forefront, So honestly, I want to say it was like 6 times. Like 6 times, like, where, like...
Well, it got physical, but the emotional and all that was always there. The financial.
Always, yes, always.
So that was like, that was another thing. Financial.
Always, yes, always.
So that was like, that was another thing.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Like, it got to a point where, like, I was always buying him perks, and then I would borrow money from people at home.
So then you wound up supporting him? Like,
yes,
you had addiction to him.
Yes, I was addicted to him. Once that happens, it's like you're thinking, well, how can I get him back to that nice person? It doesn't even hit to you like, no, this is really him. No, this ain't him. Let me get him back to that person. Yes. Mm-hmm.
First time.
Yes.
Get out. Mm-hmm. Point blank.
Yeah. But it's easier said than done, I'll be honest with you. The group is for basically anybody to come in there and just share self-love tips, self-care. Because people don't know how to love themselves. I think that's something that we all struggle with.
I agree. I think that's challenging for everyone. I think we know how to self-hate.
Yes.
See?
We self-sabotage. Yes.
We know how to do that.
We always critique ourselves. Yes. Right. So it's like I didn't love myself.
Like they're being abused in any of those manners.
I would tell them that staying is only going to get worse. Don't believe the lies. But only you honestly, genuinely know when you're going to have enough. No matter how many times people tell you to leave, only you'll know when you've had enough. My name is Complex Angel. You can find me on Instagram at complex_angel90. I have a Facebook group called Self Love is My Rehab. My book is on Amazon, paperback, $15. It's called No Apologies by Complex
Support!
Angel. Yes, and you can get the ebook for $8. And if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read for free. So I'm telling you, anybody can relate to it. Even people who have never been in an abusive relationship. Emotional abuse is real. Toxic relationships is real, pretty much, yes. Anyone can relate.
Anyone can relate. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me, yes.
Thank you for sharing your story on my platform. I really appreciate it. I know it's definitely can be scary sharing a story like that.
Yes.
A lot of people, hide secrets and stuff like that just because of the intensity, embarrassment. Mm-hmm. So I really appreciate you even using my platform to share the story.
No problem. Hey, it's my truth. No one can hurt you with your own truth.